Hey YouTube, Jasmine Love here, coming back to you with another video. Today we're gonna do a chit chat, get ready with me, but I'm not really going anywhere type of video. I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys, see how you're doing in this quarantine, and I wanted to introduce this little look to you, and let's get into it. Don't talk about my nails in this video. We are all in quarantine, so they are just as natural as they can be. My eyebrows are already done, and let me tell you, I have a new product, right? So exciting. I have a new product that I use for my eyebrows, and I love it. I am in love with it. So I got it from, I saw Desi Perkins using it on her Insta stories. And I'm just like, oh, well, Desi Perkins, her eyebrows are always bomb, right? So any brow product that she recommends, I'm going to go ahead and try it. So it's from Glossier, and it is the Brow Flick. And look at the flickers. Look at the flick that is on here. Like, that is so, can you see that? How fine that tip is? Girl, this though is bomb. It's the GOAT. It is the GOAT. And they're not budging. Like, they're not going anywhere. They literally look like my brows. I am in love with this product. And on my Insta stories, I'm going to have a little before and after. It's going to be a part of my Tap Here series. So go follow me on Instagram. Check it out. I do Insta stories, like little makeup tutorials on Insta stories. A lot of my Tap Here series are through my Insta stories. So just check it out, and you'll see the way that my brow looked before this and the way that my brow look now. Girl. We're going to go ahead and get into the makeup. I'm going to use the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in Chestnut to kind of carve out the brow and to also go ahead and prime my lids. So now I'm just buffing that concealer out across my lid space before we jump into the eyes. And because I'm going to be chatting with you guys, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I am going to be using today. I think today I'm just going to work solely out of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackiana palette. Yes, I am using it yet again on my channel. Sorry, I love it. Like, my favorite palettes consist of this palette. I actually may go back into this. I don't know. Also the Perception palette by Shayla and ColourPop. I love this palette too. These two are my top two favorite palettes that I own right now. And then after that, this will probably be my third one, is the Dose of Colors Desi Katie Francation palette. That's also bomb. All of these palettes have very creamy consistencies. They're easy to work with, easy to blend out. So that's why I just find myself always going back to them. I'm going to use a fluffy brush for my transition color. And this brush is by Wet n Wild, but I am really not sure what brush it is. It looks like this, if you can see that. I think that, let me try to correct the light a little. Okay. Yeah, that's a little better. So you can kind of see true to color. I'm going to take the Wet n Wild brush and go into my transition color. So what's been going on with you guys during quarantine? I know for me, I'm not even gonna hold you up. I have been just a a little bit lazy. But I was also going through a lot emotionally and spiritually. So, I mean, I was just really focusing on getting back to myself. And that's why I haven't been as productive as I would have liked to. And that's fine. I mean, as long as I am mentally okay, then I think that trumps all. There was this meme going around, and at one point it kind of made me feel bad, but then at another point I'm just like, well, no, I need to take care of myself. So it was this meme, and I'm trying to think of what it actually said. I think it was like, if you don't come out of this quarantine with a new skill, a business, or more knowledge, then you don't lack time, you lack what? Like, you don't lack time, you lack discipline. So it was like, if you don't come out of this quarantine with a new skill, with a new business, or more knowledge, you don't lack time, you lack discipline. Pretty much saying that, you know, people have excuses for why they can't, you know, do something new or start a business or, you know, that type of thing. And so this quarantine kind of really showed us, like, if the case is you don't have enough time to do it, or if you're just lazy, if you just don't have discipline to do it. And I mean, I can agree with that in a sense, but with me, it's just like, I still have a full-time job. So I'm literally still working my same schedule, but at home. And I take my breaks and stuff, but my breaks and my lunches, they're not long enough to actually get anything accomplished. Like, I can't shoot a video during a lunch break because a video takes me about 2 to 3 hours. 2 hours if I'm, you know, good and going strong, and like 3 to 4 hours if I'm just really trying to get myself pumped up. So, I mean, it's just like, yeah, I still work Monday through Friday, and I can't do extra stuff in those hours. Like, I still have to do my extracurricular activities during my downtime. I ain't got no new skill. I ain't starting no new business. But one thing that I did get from it is that you can always be more knowledgeable. So I was more focused on that part of that quote because I have been getting into the word a lot and just trying to get my relationship with God right. So, I mean, look, I'm trying to get that wisdom, that godly wisdom going. I was actually reading this Psalms verse, and it kind of relates to that quote that's going around on Instagram. And so the Psalms verse said, I think I have it here. It said, "He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that brings forth its fruit in its season, whose leaves also shall not wither, and whatever he does shall prosper." And so pretty much what that is saying to me, or what I gathered from that, is that, yeah, I know a lot of people are saying that we should use this time to perfect a new skill, or, you know, start a new business. But what if this is not the season for everybody? Like, what if this isn't your season? Like, yeah, we want our fruits to harvest, but what if it's not time for that? What if you need to take this time to reflect and to rebuild, like, who you are as a person, and just, you know, how you think, reframe your mind, that type of thing? You can use this time for that as well. So don't let Instagram get you to a point where you feel like you're not doing enough. Instagram, Twitter, social media in general. I'm not narrowing it down to Instagram, but don't let Instagram or social media get you in a rut. Because when you think about it, like, you need the perfect weather, you need, you know, the perfect amount of rain, you need the perfect conditions for your fruit to harvest. If you don't have the perfect conditions, if this quarantine does not provide the perfect conditions for you, then don't force it, because you're going to end up having a bad harvest. It's not going to work. Your fruit not going to taste the same. Your fruit not going to taste as juicy, as sweet. That's why it's always best to just wait on your timing. You know, you don't have to succumb to peer pressure. Just be kind to yourself. Honestly, just be kind to yourself. Allow yourself time to get mentally prepared, get emotionally prepared. Shoot, depending on what you're doing, get physically prepared. And then when it's your time, then there's nothing going to be able to stop you, not even your own mind. Because that's where a lot of us get into trouble, including me. Like, my own mind, like, dude, you really have to whip your mind into shape in order to be disciplined. And so with that being said, what have you guys been doing during this quarantine? If you did learn a new skill, comment down below and let me know what skill you've learned and how you learned it. If you actually paid to learn a new skill, or if you YouTubed it, did your own research. I want to know. Maybe it's something that I'd be interested in. And then if you haven't quite perfected a new skill, or started a business, or did any of that, you know, any of those things that people are saying is productive during this time, what have you been doing? Like, have you just absolutely been unproductive? Are you getting your mind right to get productive? Like, let me know where you are. I can't talk and be precise, so alright, now that took a while. Should I do a wing? Should I do a wing? Maybe a small one. I know I said I was gonna do like a baby wing, but it turned out to be like a medium wing. And, you know, we're just gonna roll with it. Now, I do know what lashes I'm wearing today. I know usually I'm like, oh, you guys, I don't remember what lashes these are and that type of thing. But these are my favorite type of lashes, so I know them when I see them. And these are the Vegas Nail Lashes by Eylure. Before we get into the face, let me kind of go over what colors I used in this Anastasia palette. Anastasia palette. There we go. So for the transition color, I used Edges, which is this color right here. And then for the crease color, I used Credit, which is this color right here. And then I also used Credit in the outer V area. And from there, I went in with Glitter Goals by NYX. It looks like this. And it's in the shade Poppy Fields. And I use this to cut my crease instead of using concealer. I thought I was going to do something different, but it didn't do what I imagined it was going to do. But still, it was a good base for my color that I put on top, which was Suede. And in between the credit on the outer corner and the Suede on majority of the lid, I put Wigglies. So if you can see, it's going from like that gold champagne color to that pinkish color and then back into credit. So that is what I use as far as all of the eyeshadows. The eyeliner that I use is the same eyeliner I always use, which is the NYX Professional Makeup Eyeliner Epic Ink Liner. So that is that, and now we're gonna get into the face. I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation in the shade 420. Looks like that right there. And first and foremost, I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. What I like to do for primer, so I wish I could kind of, I don't want to zoom you guys in because I don't want you guys to clock me too much as far as my pores, but my skin is looking good right now. But right here in these areas is where I get a lot of my pores opening up and showing. So I like to put the Silk Canvas primer right there in that area. And you don't have to use a lot, just a little bit. I literally just do like that. And I've had it into the area where my pores are more prominent. And then the rest of my face, I just use like a smoothing primer. So I use the Maybelline Master Prime, this right here. And this claims to blur and pore minimize. So I use this for the blur. I get just that amount. Just tap it in to my skin. And I'm gonna take my scarf off in a minute after I'm finished with my face. I'm just kind of trying to let my baby hairs on this wig settle in. Wigs, you know, especially for right now, is the way to go because you can give your hair a break. You're really not going anywhere, so you don't really have anybody to impress. So you can just, you know, keep the heat out of your hair, keep your hair moisturized. You can be walking around looking like Sealy, but at least your hair is healthy. I wanted to, you know, pop out my wig today, so I'm gonna style that later. I'm not gonna style that on camera, but if you guys want me to do like a full, you know, get ready with me, chit chat type of video with hair and makeup, comment down below and let me know, and I will do that for you. So I like to start in the middle of my face and then work my way to the outer portions of my face. I'm using a foundation brush from Doe Color. I got this set from Amazon a long time ago and they have been really working for me, so I really don't have any complaints. I don't know if they still have this particular set, but I will try to find it and link it down below. If I can't find these brushes, this specific set, I will link something that's like similar to it. But I love these. They're so soft, and even when I've washed these brushes a million times and they stay like this. Look at this. You see how I'm going over my brows? Yo, like, I like this product. Like, normally if I use any other product, if I was to go over my brows, they would come off. But with this Glossier brow flick, I got it in black. Yo, this is nice. Like, what? Tripping. If you follow me on Instagram, I do these Jasmine love tips, and my tip for yesterday was like, do you shave your face? Because if you shave your face, aka dermaplaning, your skin products will penetrate deeper into your skin, and then also your makeup application will be flawless. Excuse me? If I didn't shave my face, my application will not look this smooth. Honey, 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 come on now. For concealer, I am going for a highlighted look. I am going to use a couple of different concealers. So the first concealer I'm going to use is the Instant Age Rewind concealer in Tan by Maybelline. I am also going to go back into that Chestnut Born This Way concealer. And the reason that I do this is because the Chestnut concealer is closer to my skin tone, but it still acts as a highlight. And so if I'm trying to have a brightened under eye, I will do the brighter concealer directly underneath my under eye, and then I'll do the concealer that's closer to my skin tone, like around my nose and underneath the first concealer. I like to let the under eye sit a little bit. That's a tip that I got from Aina's YouTube. But as far as the chin and the forehead, I don't like to let that sit, because sometimes when I let the forehead sit for too long, it'll be hard to blend out, and it'll be like a line of demarcation between the foundation and the concealer. And sometimes I might get like a little concealer over my wing, so I will touch up my wing after I powder. I touch up my wing the same time I put my mole back. Yo, these brows, they're just staying in place. Like, yo, that's crazy. And you already know, we about to use the Fenty Beauty Cocoa Naughty, because that is my favorite. I prefer bronzing over contouring, but you never know, the way this quarantine going, you know, I might have to contour. I'm just saying. So I dust off that cashew powder with this translucent powder. I'm gonna take this ColourPop Brow Boss gel and then just hit these hairs so they can come back to life. Yes. Alright, so I'm gonna finish out my eyes. I fixed my wings and I did my under eye. I just put some black liner credit underneath, and then underneath credit I put what did I put? What did I put? Oh, I put edges underneath to kind of mimic what was going on in the top. I put my mole back, and now, so my camera died, but I didn't do anything else. I just, you know, went ahead and did my hair, fixed my little edges and all of that off camera. When we left off, I was about to just go ahead and do my under eye mascara, and this mascara is the Falsies Push Up Drama by Maybelline. I like it because the bristles are very short, and it's good for the bottom lash line. The one thing I did do off camera is I brought a little contour to my nose. I took the same brush that I used the bronzer with and I would squeeze it like this and go down each side of the nose like that. So that is the only thing that I have done off camera. Now I am going to go ahead and put some blush on. This is Ambering Rose. It has a little sparkle to it, which I like. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on, and you can see the sparkle shining through. I'm using the Becca highlighter in Rose Gold because I think it kind of goes with the tones that's going on here. It looks like this. And I hit the brow bone. I don't know where my dark brown is, so I am going to use brown, and I'm also going to use Cyber World. Cyber World is by MAC, right? Yeah. And it's like a deep plum color, and then brown is from NYX, and it's a brown. Outline my lips. I haven't used this in so long. It is a NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Canes. Cute. This is a gloss from NYX. I don't even know how this is gonna look. Wait, no, this is a soft matte too. Yeah, this is a lip lingerie. Okay, that works. All right, you guys, so this is the finished look. Thanks so much for tuning in and sticking with me through this. I know I was a bit chatty, but hopefully you got the gist of the makeup look. If you have any questions about any techniques or any products that I use, just comment down below and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. Also, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell notification so you can know when I upload a video, because I know I'm quite new and the algorithms probably do not coincide with my channel right now, but just hit the bell notification and just tune in. It'll let you know whenever I upload a video so you can watch it. Also, you can share it. If I can provide any tips or tools to anyone that you know, just go ahead and share my video with them. That way they can be a part of the family too. You know, we rocking and we rolling over here. You feel me?